Gotta hit you guys with my Switch 2 line story. Dude, when I was picking up this goddamn console, things just happened. Chat, take a note. So, I went to GameStop at 3 p.m. I had already gotten my pre-order. I was just in line to get a place in the midnight line. Everyone else, to my understanding, was there for like getting the actual like pre-order that they hadn't done before. 3 minutes into this line, I didn't know if I need to be in or not. A college kid with a backwards hat comes out of the GameStop. They're on their phone. They said, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm like, is just like pacing in a huff. And I'm like a big guy, but I'm like scared right now. I think he's just gonna like hit the nearest guy closest to him. Apparently, they didn't have enough money in their bank account or something in order to get a Switch 2.
Relatable.
And they were at the front of the line. So they got sent to the very back. I'm like, okay, you know what? College kid crashing out. Fair enough. I didn't really expect it, but you know, we've all been at that age.
I'm 12.
Then they said on the phone, I didn't have enough money in the account. It's over. It's over. I'm out. It's over. No one in the store was nice enough to pay for the console for me. What do you mean pay for the console for you? I'm talking. I'm doing it now. I don't know if I need to be in this line or not, but now I gotta see if he gets it. People started coming up to the line and asking like, oh, what's going on here? The first dude to do so, I want you to picture a 4-foot Guy Fieri in beta. And he's like, hey, what's going on at the GameStop here? What are you kids waiting for? New Nintendo console, Switch 2. And he's like, ah, hell yeah, man. Yeah, I remember the last time I got a console. It was like a PS2. Anyway, have a good one. I meet like Hulk Hogan's son, like the rainbow ski goggles on, the long hair, the bandana. Hey, what are you guys waiting for? Switch 2. And he's like, ah, hell yeah. All right, have a good one. Like, turns out that is just a response most people give to when they ask what a line is for. And then the afternoon went from good to great. Up comes a balding 50-year-old man, close-cut tank top, and he's just smoking a blunt down to like the nub. This dude is high off of his gourd. I actually wrote down exactly what he said. I done smoked it past the point. I can tell at this point. I'm like, damn, okay. This guy's awesome. Then he gets down on all fours and he starts talking to one of the flowers by the front door like it's a beloved dog. He's like, oh, buddy. Oh, you look beautiful. Wow. You're surviving out here all on your own. Man, you're doing great. I want to let you know that. I'm like, what's happening? Oh, you're thirsty? Don't worry, guy. I got you. I'll feed you. He has like a water bottle in his hand and he doesn't pour it on the flower. He crushes the bottle of water in his hand and just lets it flow onto the flowers. And then he looks over to the other flowers. Ah, don't worry, I got enough to share. And he starts like crab scuttling with the crushed water streaming down his hands across all of the flowers. Then he stands up and in perfect sobered dialect, original seltzer water from Hannaford's. Like a sponsor read. I'm like, what? I don't know why he did that. He wanted in the GameStop. He was like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. Can I get in there? I'm kind of ragging on this guy, but he was actually genuinely very polite. I'm like losing my mind a little, but I'm like, of course. I mean, by all means, it's a free GameStop. He walks in the GameStop. He goes up to the Elden Ring Night Rain poster. I can't hear him. He's like across the store, but he's like talking. I can like see his back. He's like, to the Elden Ring Night Rain poster. And then what he did, he went to the Gachapon capsules and he puts his hands on either side of the machine and slowly feels it up. And I'm like, what? He's like feeling up the gacha machine. He loves gambling, dog. And he did the same thing, but with the Pokemon cards, looking at them like it was like the 8th treasure of the world. Then he just, that's it. He literally finished stroking up the machine. Then he's like, excuse me, guys. He like on the way out, he's like, have a good day, everybody. God bless. And I'm like, hell yeah. Like, dude, I was a big fan of that dude. Anyway, so I stuck in the line for another like 30 minutes, and eventually I get to the front of the line. I got my place in line. It was pretty simple. The kid who wanted people to pay for his console, he was still behind me this entire time, like on the phone with his parents. I did hear it wasn't working. He got up to the front of the line. He was like fighting with the employees a bit, like, no, I know this works. I know this. Do you have Apple Pay? Yeah, I've got Apple Pay, man. You know, this is, you know, we do it every day. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm sure, man. God, I feel uncomfortable. I'm gonna leave. So, you know, I went and I got some food. And as I was on my way back from food, I'm passing the GameStop. And from like 40 feet away, I see him round the corner. Not from the GameStop, but running back to it. And I can hear him, like an anime protagonist, whispering under his breath, it wasn't in my checking account. It was in my savings. The money it wasn't in my checking account. And I saw him beam into the GameStop. And I'm like, Godspeed. Anyway, I hop in my car. I send out a couple DMs to some friends. I see them leave the GameStop with their head hung down low. Hat off, sweat covering the scalp. Oh no, I don't know if he got it. After I got to the GameStop, it's like midnight, I'm tired. I saw him and I'm like, my king, my goat, he got the console. Because I was one of the few people to go to that line, I got first pick for console. And I'm like, I'm not gonna clap when the plane lands. I'm not gonna cheer when I get the console. It's like a crowd of like 50 something people of like varying backgrounds. I'm like, I don't know if this is like my people. I'm just gonna like take the console and leave, right? But it felt like really exciting being like the first person getting a console. Here you go, man. And I look to the right and the kid who got the console and like two other people, they cheered. Not a lot, but just like woo, let's go. After all of this, after all the struggle, I cheered back, but not just to him. I cheered back to the store. And I said, woo! Silence. A store of 50 people just staring at me. And I was like, okay, have a good one. I just walk out. And then to add insult to injury, two people at the door were like, hey, congrats, man. And I'm like, no. One guy would give like a little like, hey, nice job. No. I had never been more humbled in my life. After all the struggles I had seen other people have, just for that to be how it ended for me, dude. I'm not sure who struggled the most today. Anyway,